What is up, everybody? My name is Jack Billings, and I'm the CEO and founder of Shed Knives. Today, I'm going to be going over a DIY knife care kit here. So, starting off with point number one, we're going to need a knife. You can't take care of a knife without one, so that's first on the list. Moving into number two, we're going to need a bag of some sort. Here I have an Oakley bag. I've had this for quite a long time now. I really like it. It's got a lot of different pockets, different size compartments on there. One with a zipper, a few open ones, so a little bit of everything. So moving into number three, we have a toolkit. So the toolkit here that I've got in the video, it's got quite a bit to it. A lot of screwdrivers, some different Phillips head bits, sockets, just a ton of different things. You don't need to go that wild, but for some of the knives, you definitely want a few of those key components there. Benchmade also makes a nice kit there, and it doesn't have as much, but it's got a lot of Torx bits in there. So just a nice kit, something you want to add into that kit there. So we'll throw that in the bottom of the bag. So moving on to point number four, we're going to need a soft, clean towel. This is so we can wipe our knife down whenever it gets dirty. Maybe there's some corrosion we need to take care of. Maybe there's grease on it. Whatever it might be, we want a nice towel. I picked these towels up at Harbor Freight. You can get a pack of them. I think you can get like 12 of them, and it's pretty cheap. So just a nice kit. So to take care of the knife, you're going to want some oil. Here I've got some honing oil. You can use that for putting it on a stone, so some type of sharpening device. It'll go with also the lubricant that works well, just to get in, lubricate some of the hinges, some of the screws, just some of the parts that may need some lubrication. You'd probably use the Benchmade Blue Lube on more folders than fixed blades, but it's still a nice tool, or a nice piece of gear to have with you. So we're just going to throw those in the sides there. Moving on to number six, we have Q-tips. These things are very helpful when it comes to knives, because you can clean, as you see here, where the screws go in the knife blank. You can clean that. You can clean some of the lanyard holes as well in some of your folders. For example, we've got some nice G10 scales here that we can clean as well with those Q-tips. So just a nice thing to have, and we got a little bag of them, so we're just going to throw those in the side as well next to the honing oil. So moving on to number seven, we've got our multi-purpose or multi-use sharpener. Now this is a Benchmade Work Sharp collaboration here. This is really nice. Actually, it's got a ton of different stuff to it. Some ceramic rods, as you see here, I'm about to use. It's got a coarse sharpener, fine sharpener, sets you at that 20 degree angle that you use on most of your folding knives there. Alright, so we're just going to throw that in the side as well. You can see we're starting to fill up the bag. It's looking pretty good. So moving on to number 8, we have some ballistol. So ballistol, I love using this stuff. Quite honestly, you could take the honing oil and the lubricant out and just use ballistol, but it's nice to have a little bit of everything. Number 9, you'd be surprised, a toothbrush. Now, a toothbrush is actually quite helpful. This one here is collapsible. It's a nice little travel toothbrush. It's actually quite helpful, like I said. So we'll see here as I'm scrubbing the G10 scale. It just helps get some of that tough grit out, maybe some sand, just stuff like that. Nice coarse bristle toothbrush is very good, and especially if you can find one of those travel ones. So we'll just throw that in the side in the zipper compartment as well. So number 10, we have index cards. Index cards are really nice, as you see here. I'll be able to test my knife to see how sharp it is. And I have to say, this is a very sharp knife. I'm just getting used to the belly on this here. It's got quite a an angle there for that blade, so something good for skinning game, but something to get used to for sure. So we can see it's very sharp, and so just index cards, it's a nice thing to have. So I just throw those in as well. Number 11, we have some pens here. You can't go wrong with a few pens, and I have two because one is none, as they say in the military. So just add a couple pens here, and that'll be just a nice addition because you can never have enough pens. So really helpful bit there. So put the cap back on that and throw that in the bag there. Now I was gonna throw these in the side here, but I found the pens are actually too tall, so we just put that in with the toothbrush. So moving on to our next point here, we have stickers. Now I've got a ton of shed knife stickers here, but you can use really whatever you want. You can go to shedknives.com and get some of these stickers. We have them available, and they also come with each knife purchase. So always nice to throw some of those in there. Point number 13, we have a paintbrush. Now I'll show a clip here of me using the paintbrush. The paintbrush is going to have a softer bristle a bit compared to the toothbrush because the bristles are going to be a bit longer. So it's really nice to clean some sand off of the knife and some salt there. So it just gets into the fine areas that a toothbrush might not be able to. So just go ahead and throw that in. It's now time to put my knife in. I'm going to throw that on top there. So got the 2023 skewer. So nice fixed blade there. And that's in Coyote Tan for all you guys out there. So last but not least, we have number 14, which is band-aids. I'd say this is probably the most important part of any knife care kit because you never know when you or someone around you might need some band-aids. So I remember being at Blade Show and no one cut themselves at our table, but there were a couple other tables that needed to use some band-aids. So yeah, but check out the 2023 models, and thanks for watching.